Kanchipuram is a must-see destination in Tamil Nadu. Kanchi is popular for two reasons: its temples with magnificent architecture and breathtaking construction. Then, the Kanchipuram silks, the queen of silk sarees. Once a capital of the Pallava dynasty, Kanchi was also a noted center of learning for Tamil and Sanskrit scholars. Now it represents an atmosphere of divinity and simplicity. This town reflects the glorious tradition of South India with its age-old art of hand-woven silk sarees. Here I take you for a short journey through the intricate process of silk weaving art, which will give you an insight of why these silk sarees are so famous around the world. I am here in Palla Street, Tirukkalimeda in Kanchipuram district, visiting Madan Kumar and his family, who are doing this art from 100 years. It takes approximately 15 days to weave a Kanchipuram saree. The white silk threads called koras are woven with spindles in a designated pattern by synchronized hand and feet movements. These are dipped into the boiling water where the color pigments were added. After this, the yarns are removed and dipped into normal water and dried. When these yarns are fully dried, they are taken to charkhas where the various color threads are wound on cylindrical cardboard spindles. The color threaded spindles are then fixed to the handloom threadles. A spool or bobbin around which the weft thread is wound are then inserted in a rigid case shaped like a little boat. This is the shuttle. The warping is carried out in streets in early mornings so that the color of the silk yarns would not be sun bleached. The length of the yarn is tied between the two poles and the warp is stretched. Entangles in the yarn are checked and then knotted. The cotton thread is laced into the warp, which helps to trace the entangled threads. Here we can see the warping of zari threads. A shuttle is pushed smoothly in and out among the warp threads. The hurdle is a device for raising certain warp threads so that the shuttle can pass its way in and out to create the design.
This process being one by one joint. அந்த வரிய வெளியிலேருந்து வர வார்ப்பை உள்ளே இருக்கிற வார்ப்பை வந்து ஜாயின் பண்ணுறதுக்கு இந்த இதுக்கு பேர் வந்து அச்சுக்கோல். ஓகே. இதை வந்து அந்த அச்சுக்கோல்லேருந்து வர இது பண்ணை, இது வந்து பண்ணை மூங்கிலில் கட்டுவாங்க. இந்த பண்ணையோட மிக்சிங் வந்து இந்த வார்ப்பு போயிட்டு பஞ்ச் ஆகும்போது அந்த ஃபினிஷிங் வந்து உங்களுக்கு வரும்.
Many hurdles are used in weaving patterns in a single fabric. These hurdles are connected to threaders. That is a lever worked by the foot. When the border is required both the sides of the saree, at least 3 shuttles are required. It generally requires 2 weavers, where one has to concentrate on the working of the threads and the other has to work on the border colors. We can examine how the jacquard weaving happens. The threads which must work together are collected in the same huddle and joined to a counterweight by means of a string hanging from above. Each string is connected to a series of punched cards placed on a rotating cylinder. The holes on every piece of pasteboard correspond to the pattern which will appear on the fabric. The holes on the pasteboard let only the corresponding counterweights fall. If the card has a hole through which the string can pass, then the weight falls and lifts only the warp threads connected to it. All other warp threads remain where they are. The weft threads can thus interweave with the warp and create the pattern. After weaving each 4 inches, a solution of gond is applied over the saree. Gond is a natural product which gives a finished or polished look to it. Korvai is the main technique followed in the weaving of Kanchipuram sarees. The borders are interlaced with the body of the saree. The contrasting colors of the borders in the weaving of the weft are interlinked with the body of the weft with each throw of the shuttle. The most elaborate part of the saree is the pallu, which is interlinked to the main body of the saree by a special interlinking weave called the pitni.
இது வந்து பார்டர். இந்த பார்டருக்கு வர கலரை இப்போ நம்ம முந்திக்கும் கொண்டுட்டு வர முடியும். அந்த முந்திக்கு கொண்டுட்டு வர ப்ராசஸிங் வந்து இப்போ டையிங்லேயே வந்து உங்களுக்கு கொடுத்துட்றாங்க.
Nowadays, the color change in the pallu is done in dyeing of the warp threads by tie and dye. This reduces the difficulty and the time consumed in the weaving. The weaver Madan Kumar tells that nowadays the youngsters are not interested to take weaving as their profession. The place where 1,000 looms were there, now only 100 to 150 are working. At some point, like 25 years later, the craft will almost come to an end. There will be nobody to carry it forward.
தெரிய விட்டுட்டு, அதாவது அதை சொல்லலை, 1000 தறி இருந்த இடத்துல இன்னைக்கு 100-150 தறி பார்த்து இன்னும் ஒரு 25 வருஷம் போயிடுச்சுன்னா கைத்தறி வந்து பார்க்கறதே ரொம்ப கஷ்டம்.